Hey guys, so this is my dragon video, and I'm just showing off the horns that I made. I made these horns by using the Crayola foam um, clay, air dry clay. And when I do this for my unicorn horns as well. These dry super lightweight, so I don't need anything extra to help hold them up. They're so light. So you just shape them into this whatever you want, let them dry for a couple days, and you're good to go. And since I'm putting the horns really close to my hairline, I'm going to go ahead and glue down my hair. And because I don't want to lose any more eyebrows from my scarce eyebrows that I already have, I'm going to go over those little bad boys with the glue as well, with the glue stick, just so I can keep what I have left. Yeah. And that was a fail. So I put these horns up here. Once I decide where they're going to go, I'm going to take some eyeshadow and shade just around the edges of those as they're standing up there. And that's what you get. Now, when you do that, and I do the same process for my bald caps, you have a clear picture of where you need to actually put your adhesive, which I'm using Prozade. And you know exactly where you're going to put your prosthetic on as well, because there's an outline. So I put some Prozade on my skin, and I put Prozade on the back of the horns. And then you're going to wait until it's dry, like a clear. That's how you know it's ready to go on. And I'm just going to repeat the process for some other horns that I've got going on. And I'm going to take my zombie skin. It's one of my favorite products, you guys. Squirt it onto a plate. Oh yeah. And you guys know me, I've said it before, I like the syringe a lot better than I do the canister, because I feel like it stays more airtight that way, and I get it to last a little bit longer for myself for that way. So now I'm just going to take my spatula and go over my edges. Zombie Skin is a fantastic product, and my friend Joe Clenn actually makes it. So shout out to Joe. If I could describe it, it's almost like a squirtable foam latex. You can build off of it. It's my number one go-to to hide my edges. So with that foam being there, and actually, you can't get a really good edge. And since it's going to be very, very visible and on the front of my face, I definitely want to make sure that I clean that up as much as possible. And it smooths out really nicely. I can't say enough good things about Zombie Skin. I'm slightly obsessed with it. So we got the Prozade down, and that's going to hold them pretty well. And then this is going to help hold them in place. And these horns, like I said, are so lightweight. Once I'm done with this, I could probably go for a jog and they'd still stay on my face. Just to give y'all some ideas, those cosplayers out there, or definitely don't recommend that if you're a heavy sweater. They probably won't stay on if you sweat them off really easily. Or if you're a sweater. Because I can't stop saying sweater. Oh, smooth that out. What is wrong with me? Hey. Now I'm going to take my liquid latex. Now I got my zombie skin on. And I'm going to smother all that. Just a light coat, actually, all over. Tap that out. And just really finish off those edges. Bada boom, bada bang. And just to get rid of any tackiness so that I don't have any problems with the makeup, I'm just going to go over it with just a powder. It could be any setting powder, or I think I'm just using my compact makeup. And here we go with the color. So it was my son's birthday, and his favorite colors are like this this mustardy kind of yellow orangish yellow, and his second favorite color is purple. So I had no idea what color to paint my dragon reptile creature thing, and so I was like, hey, it's your birthday, what colors are your favorite colors? And that's how I decided what color to paint my dragon. And as always, I'm using my favorite kabuki brush. You guys know this. I call myself a brush whore because I will use a brush faster than I will use a sponge. And kabukis just make it so nice. It goes on so beautifully. And then of course I wipe off my ear to paint over my ear, which I really don't understand why I did that, but I did it. So yeah. I think originally I was going to plan on like making little fins that are going to come off in front of my ears so that I could hide them, but I couldn't find them anywhere. So I said, okay, well, I guess I'm using my ears in this look. So I painted them, did a little bit more orange there. I'm going to paint that center orange. And then after I do this, I think I'm going to go in with a more red orange, just to kind of darken it up in some spots. I think it was too close to that orangey yellow that I was doing. Wound up going a little bit darker. There we go. And so to kind of help make it look like these horns are more set back than what they really are on my face, I'm going to go ahead and use an orange with a little bit of red in it. And yeah. That way the more forward parts are the lighter colors, and the more darker colors are what's, farther away. Because that's how depth works. And me and words, Yay. I'm going to go in the orange right here and help blend that out. Boom. I really need those colors to be offset with that white, or I'm sorry, I just saw the white just appear with the yellow on my neck. Now, something I recommend is taking your time to make these horns, because I was in a rush to get my look done, and this is something you could totally do before you put them on, is paint them. Now, the challenge is reptile, and you cannot use black. So I can't have these horns as black. So I made them white. So you paint them up. And then I take a darker red orange again and go around my eyes. And I'm going over my nostrils right now with that 6-inch round and more body paint. There we go. Now I'm adding more horns. And you see I put little horns on my ears, little tiny ones, and I got some on the side there. And I'm just going to carry that down on both sides. So we got 2 horns, now we got 3 horns. There we go. Horns on the ears, horns on the cheeks. more on the head. And then I made these little like scaly things. They're not necessarily horns, but it definitely adds a little bit more texture to the face, helps tie in the look. And because they're so small and lightweight, I'm just literally dabbing a little bit of Prozade on my skin, even over the paint, and then just laying those on top. I'm not even waiting for the Prozade to become tacky. It's going to hold. I know that. So again, can't have anything black, so we gotta paint all those as well. And now I'm gonna dab, dab, dab. Dab, 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 dab. Dab, 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 dab. Oh yeah, all the dabs of a light yellow, white and yellow. Give me a little bit of highlight. Also do the bridge of my nose and my cheekbones and my forehead with this color as well. Wait, am I done yet? No? Huh? Oh, I'm not done yet, I guess. Cool. Now comes the part that will give you motion sickness. I am drawing in my scales, and what I'm using right now is I'm using a purple eyeshadow for everything, and I'm just going ham all over my face, drawing some scales, going around each and every single one of those horns. I'm not adding scales to my entire face because I think you get the gist. I didn't want it to be too overwhelming. There's a lot going on my face already. I'm going to go really heavy underneath the cheek horns there, as you can see. And now my big old neck scales. And still, this is all just purple eyeshadow. You could use body paint, and Bobby Joe, why did you use eyeshadow and not body paint? Because I can. Now the scales on my side, on my neck, I'm just doing like 1 big, 3 small, 1 big, 3 small. There's no right or wrong to these scales, people. Alright, going over my eyes just with a little bit of purple body paint. And adding more shading. There we go. Now I gotta add, my horns are too perfect. They're too white, so I'm adding a bunch of eyeshadow to the tips of the horns and all around the base. Oof. And now I'm adding some lines just to make it look like the horns are not just this big flat cotton round blah. Now you can really see with this slowed down, I did use some shading, and I went in with some yellow in the center of all my scales. And now I'm going to highlight this little neck splooch thing. I don't know what that's called. There we go. Adding a little bit more highlight, some yellow, and then I'll go over it with some white. There we go. And now comes the outline part. This is the final kablow. And instead of using black, again, I'm using purple, my darkest purple that I have. No black mixed in with it. And I am outlining everything. I'm going to take a little bit of white, not a whole lot of white, because I don't want to take away from the horns. Going over my lips in just certain areas. There we go. And that's what you have, folks. This is how I created my mashup of a dragon reptile and using no black whatsoever. This is how I created my design. Don't forget to follow us on all social media, all under Aftershock Art. And stay tuned to the end of this video. You'll see my cat was my helper. He helped make my horns with me. He's always been a great helper. Hey. I don't understand. Hey, can you stop? I'm trying to make horns here. Hey, can I have that back? Thank you. What are you doing? I gotta make these horns. Yeah. You gonna help me make them? Are you helping me make them? Yeah? You wanna help? Make the horns. You gotta, you know, if you're gonna sit here, you're gonna have to do your part. Yeah. There you go. Just like that. Yeah. Hey, hey. Try to keep it on this mat. Try to keep this right here. Okay? Can you keep that right there? We gotta keep our mess together. Okay. Yeah. That's it. Gotta get a good point on that. So we'll just roll it out just like that. Huh. You wanna try? Go ahead, try. What? You know, that wasn't very nice. You gotta keep your clay there. There you go. Oh, you're letting it get away. You're letting it get away. Don't let it get away. Yeah. See, look. I just put it back. Why are you still looking under there? No, we're not gonna, it's not time for markers. Yeah, we gotta get back to making the horns. There you go. Yeah. Give it a good roll. Give it a good roll. Yeah. Yeah. Give it a good roll. Yep. What you doing? You thinking about it? Yeah. Do you think that's good? Is that good enough? I think it's good enough too. Thanks for your help, bud. Thanks for your help.